Howdy my peeps and welcome. Today I'm going to be doing a review of Artfol, which is a new app and social media platform for artists. But before I get into all of that, I would like to give a shout out to Darth Malia, who is the comment of the week. Thank you so much for your comment. We bonded over Darth Maul and that was amazing. Thank you so much. If you would like to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is comment on any video. That could have been you. I'm also on Patreon, and hopefully by the time you're watching this on YouTube, April's studio vlog is up. In fact, all of the rewards from April should be up. But anyways, you didn't come here for all of that. You came here for Artfol. So, brief overview of what it is. Like I mentioned, it's a social media platform for artists. Steffa Socks here on YouTube and also on Instagram, she mentioned how it reminded her of DeviantArt. And when I first, I used to have I still, I guess, have a DeviantArt account. But, yeah, maybe I just got on it at the wrong time. It just felt like there wasn't a lot going on over there. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like picked up since I've been off of it. But when I heard that Artfol was similar to that, I was like, I'm intrigued and I want a piece of this action. So I went and I downloaded the app and I tried it out. And it kind of reminds me of Instagram, but it also has like these somewhat Twitter-esque elements, and the posting format is very similar to DeviantArt. And you also get to customize your profile a little bit, similar to Tumblr. So it's like all of those things combined into one. So anyways, first we're going to talk about your profile. Like I mentioned, you get to customize your profile a little bit. You get to have a banner, of course your profile pic, and you can also choose just one color to use for your page. And if I'm not mistaken, you can also, choose which layout you want for your gallery. Speaking of your gallery, you get a gallery similar to how it is on Instagram, but you also have this separate section, which is like a list view kind of, where you see your gallery posts, your reposts, like things that you've reposted, and also text posts, which is neat. You can have either a artist profile or a non-artist profile, and you can change, like if you have yourself listed as not an artist, you can change it to an artist. And the difference between those two profiles is non-artists can't post art, but artists can, and if you decided I want to post art now, you can change your profile easily. You also get a commission tab, which you can enable or not. You cannot use it if you want to. And you get that at the bottom of your screen, where you can post like your commission information. You can also put, this was a big thing for me, you can also put social media links in your bio. Not like Instagram, where you can just have one link. And what I use on Instagram is Linktree, so I can have multiple links in that one link. On Artfol, you get to have several, which is so nice. So if someone wants to go, let's say, to my YouTube channel, all they have to do is click the YouTube link in my bio instead of going to this link and then trying to sift through these links to try to find the link that they want. And I think that's really neat and really helpful. You also get a card, which is what you can use to share your Artfol profile on other platforms, and this is what that looks like. So that's pretty much all you have going on your personal profile. And of course, after you set all that up, you probably want to head over to the home page to see what's going on over there. And like I mentioned earlier, you get text posts and also regular posts. It's like similar to Instagram, where you can do like pictures and things. And I'm going to talk about this later, but anyways. So like you get text posts, so that kind of reminds me of Twitter, and you get to see other people's text posts, their drawings, their reshares, this is like a really neat thing. You can share other people's posts by clicking on an image, and some items will come up and you'll see one that looks like the repost icon, and you can reshare things on your page. The one thing that I noticed is that there is no save button, so you can't save any of the things that you see on there, but you can like things and you can go look at your liked posts, so that's nice. And after that, the Explore and Community page. Oh my goodness, this is where I realized that this app was going to be different than Instagram, because at first I was like, this is like Instagram and DeviantArt, but no, This is its own thing, but it does kind of have some of those elements. But anyways, there are challenges on here. So there's like a challenge tab at the top of the Explore page where you can go and participate in people's challenges. And you can also start your own challenge, and I'll talk about how you can do that a little bit later. But anyways, you can also ask for critique on this platform, which I think is super nice. I tried this feature out last night, and I got a couple of responses for critiques on how I can improve my backgrounds, which was really helpful and just really nice. Speaking of getting responses, the community on there is really nice. People are just so nice on there, and the one thing that just like really stood out to me about this platform is that it's like the community aspect of it is so much better than other social media apps that I've tried. I was on there, I've only been on there a week, and I've already just had like a lot of interactions with people on there, and it's really community forward, if that makes any sense. And the people are really nice and things, and I just think that's really neat. And I think part of the reason why that is because there's also a question feature. So on the Explore page, like you click on the Explore page and there's two tabs. There's like the one where you see all the pictures and things, and there's another one called Community, where you can look at people's questions, or you can just look at people's text posts. And the question part, this one, I think this is why it feels like so community driven, is because if you ask a question, it's going to show up on the question tab and people are going to answer your question, which I think is really nice. Also the same with critiques. If you ask for a critique, someone's going to answer, which I think is really nice, because sometimes on platforms like Instagram, and I remember also I experienced this with DeviantArt, like you'll ask something, or perhaps you want critique or something, and you just don't get a response, which kind of sucks, especially when you want some feedback on something. So it's really nice that this app has features where, like, if you want feedback on something, or if you want someone to answer your question about something, that someone is going to answer it, because it's going to show up on that tab, on the critique tab, or on the questions tab. So that's really nice, and that's really where I experienced a lot of the interactions. Also, I tried out the question tab myself and got a lot of responses on that, so that was really nice, and I think that's something that will be really helpful for whenever I need ideas for what to draw, or maybe even video ideas. So that's really nice. So yeah, posting, like I mentioned earlier, it's similar to how it is on DeviantArt. So if you don't know what that's like, you choose your picture. You can only choose one picture per post. And you can also, this is the thing that was interesting, you can also only post every 10 minutes, and they do this so that people won't spam, like do a lot of spam posts and stuff, so you can only post every 10 minutes. And so you choose your picture that you want to post, you do your little info thing on it, a caption. When I first got on the app, you could only do 3 hashtags. However, now you can do 5, which is neat. And you can also choose a category for your arts, and the category at this moment includes digital or traditional art. And you can also, in the options tab on the posting thing, there's the option tab, you can choose whether your art is not safe for work, or if it's gory, or if it falls under the critique tab, or if it's a challenge post. So if you want people to participate in your challenge, you can say, this is a challenge thing, and it's going to show up in the challenge tab. And so people will know that this is what this is for, so people can participate if they like. You can also, if you're making a text post, you can put hashtag question. If you're making a question post, you put hashtag question, and then it's going to show up in the question tab. So that's really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much like that was actually a notification from Artfol. What do you know? How appropriate. But anyways, here's another thing I learned yesterday. Well, I just learned it today, I guess, since I tried out the critique tab. You can only ask for critique once a day, and you can only participate in a challenge. Let me check. I want to make sure I get this right. Okay, so you can only ask for critique once a day and only do a challenge once every 3 days, and similar to how you can only post every 2 minutes. That's because they don't want people spamming the app, which I think is nice, because yeah, that's a thing that happens sometimes, so they want to make sure that that doesn't happen. But anyways, that's like all the elements that I can think of right now and that have stood out to me about this platform so far. So now here are my thoughts on it. I love it. I think it's really nice. I like the community aspect of it. I like how it's like community forward. Just like the vibe that I get over there is different than the vibe that I get on like Instagram or something like that. And actually, I did a question post asking people what they thought about the app so far, and one of the comments I got was about how being on social media sometimes feels like you're talking into the void, which I thought was so well put. And I've said that before. I don't know if I've said that on my channel or on social media before, but it's just like something I've been thinking about how sometimes on social media it feels like you're just not talking to anyone at times, which kind of sucks, which is why I really appreciate comments so much, because it just kind of it brings that human element into social media, which is what it's all about. If you think about it, it's social media. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be social. So I don't really get that vibe from Instagram sometimes. Like sometimes it does feel like you're just screaming into the void. And on Twitter as well, I don't really post on Twitter that often because of that aspect. Like, it doesn't feel like social media. It doesn't feel like there's social interaction, especially when you get on an app for the first time. However, with Artfol, the same day that I got it and was on it, I was already having conversations with people, which I think is why the question and the critique tabs and things like that, and just like the community tab that they have on there, is really nice, because if you go on social media to talk to people and to have those type of interactions, this is really good for that. And it's especially good because it's for artists. I can't believe I've talked about all of this and I haven't really talked about the art aspect of it, but anyways, it's for artists, which is really nice. So it's like you have a bunch of like-minded people in this space wanting to talk about art and things like that, and I think that's really nice, because sometimes you just can't get that on other social media platforms. And I think that's mainly because this is an app for artists. So of course the folks over there want to talk about art and do art and things like that. I really like the social media links on there, on the bio. I think that's so nice, and I wish other platforms were like that, where you could have your little social media icons like that, so it's like easily accessible for people who want to find you elsewhere instead of having one link available for them. I think that was really nice. And I just like that it's art focused. It does, like Steffasock said, it does remind me of DeviantArt in that aspect, where it's, you know, it's for the purpose of sharing art. So I think it's really nice. I'm on Artfol. I already showed you my card, but yeah, so if you check out Artfol, I really think you should. Like, I don't even care if you like follow me on there. I mean, I would appreciate it, but like, you don't have to. But if you did, thank you. But anyways, I just think that, well, I would just like for a lot of people to at least try Artfol, because I think it's really nice, and I think it's something that maybe you would enjoy, perhaps, depending on what you like out of social media. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Shout out to my patrons, Turtle Bun Buns, Ariana, Kelsey, and my newest patrons, oh my goodness, SisterDonn55 and Zachary. Thank you so much for becoming patrons. I really appreciate you all and everything that you do. I'm also on Instagram and Coffee and Artfol, which I've mentioned throughout this video. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.